My key point today was, out of the point of view of the historian, to show that the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg was, when it was created in 1815 by the Congress of Vienna, was, you could say, a state despite himself. No one had asked for it, and the Luxembourgers of that time didn't ask for a state. There was no even latent identity, Luxembourg identity at that time. It was a decision of the major powers. The second point is to clearly state that for the whole of the 19th century and the first half of the 20th century, the independence of the Grand Duchy depended on these decisions of the major European powers, and afterwards of the United States, who didn't want or didn't allow the incorporation of Luxembourg in one of the neighboring countries. The third point, what is interesting, is because this independence, with a bit of luck, the Grand Duchy stayed independent, a historical process began that transformed this state in a nation state. And it transformed it because the political elites made a work that was partly institutional, creating laws, giving rights to the people, giving social rights in the late 19th century, and then giving political voting rights. And by this codification of rights and duties, managed to link the people to this new state and to create two feelings of loyalism, of attachment to this state.
The purpose of my speech today was to bring an answer to a very short question but highly complicated one, which is simply, is there poverty in Luxembourg? Well, using the indicators at our disposal, which is the at-risk poverty rate, it's not enough. It depends first on the definitions of the poverty, and second, it's not sufficient to describe a multi-dimensional phenomenon. Currently, the at-risk of poverty rate is 13.6%, which means 13.6% of the population is living under a certain standard, and we have to add other indicators to give a better image of the poverty situation in Luxembourg.
I try to focus on the composition of our society. There are people living here who are Luxembourgers, others who are foreigners living here, and also we don't have to forget the many commuters. And they all participate on our society on different levels, by different ways. But this country exists only, works only because they are all part of it. And in that perspective, we must find ways that they will participate on the definition, on the decisions of this country. We cannot go for a kind of soft apartheid. We have to give them the possibility to invest themselves not only by money, but also by their ideas, by the new ideas they might bring for a perspective for future of this country.